Hello and welcome to this video. Today we will be building the two-tiered land bridge that I've been talking about, and as you can see I already put down the first layer of it. That was for me to actually know where the land bridge will go, so that I don't overdo it with the forest to the left of it. And yeah, let's jump right into it. And what I did first was just add the second tier or second layer, I would say, of the land bridge itself. I made the base wide enough that the second tier could be at least 4 tiles wide, because in my opinion that makes it that much easier to decorate in the end and to lay down path and all that fun stuff that makes up a nice land bridge. And as you see me coming around here, I will be adding in some space for inclines. Actually, the one in the front will move, I think, at least 1 tile further back, because it was too close to the bottom incline for it to actually fit. And yeah, then I just filled in some of the outer edges of the first tier from the land bridge to give it a nice shape and to actually be able to build in some trees and some more nature all around to make it feel tucked in, I would say. Make it come all the way around. And then some at the back, so that it won't look as straight or, I don't know, unnatural in the back as well. So with the left side done, I jumped over to the right side and basically did the same, just filled in some more terraforming and landscaping to give it a more natural feeling, and to be able to put some trees down here as well, and just ignore the weeds spawning all over. That is due to some time traveling I did. Speaking of time traveling, there will be, I think, 2 time skips during this video, because as you can see I'm making room for 2 inclines, one at the back and one at the front. And I needed to time skip 2 times to actually get the inclines in and to continue building. So there was the first time skip, and we went from a very drowsy snowy day to bright sun. I apologize. That was not planned at all. And here I'm just adding in the first part of the city wall, I would say, as I talked about it before in the video of my ski resort. This will be the urban part here in the back, and so I wanted to create this kind of city wall feeling entrance. And there was the second time skip, actually, because the second incline just came in, but for that one it wasn't so harsh because the weather actually stayed the same. So no more lighting pains for the eyes, I guess. So what I did next, after I was quite happy with how the terraforming turned out, I began laying down the pathing I wanted to do. And as we are still in the more natural part of the island, I went once again with the dirt pathing and those wooden planks to, yeah, interspace it a bit more and to not make it feel as dense as only the dirt would have made it feel. And what I did after I put down the path was actually go around and plan out or map out where I wanted to put down trees and shrubs, so that I would be sure how many trees I would have to get, and to check if I did all the landscaping correctly actually. So once again I'm using, yeah, not mostly, only the yeah, cedar trees for this build, because as I said before, those are the only trees for me fitting the whole vibe I wanted to give this build. And I'm also adding in the trees here at the back behind the house. Yes, another small time skip because I needed some more trees. I'm really sorry that this is so all over the place, but I was trying my best with the trees and all the shrubs to fill it all in and to make it feel, yeah, as natural as I wanted this land bridge to feel and to look. So as I'm filling in all those shrubs I just got, what my plan was or is for this land bridge, actually to have it be more of the foresty, woodsy, rustic kind of vibe. So you will only see me put down this wooden fencing and lots of barrels and log stools and all those kind of things, and nothing really modern, I would say. That puts it together quite well actually. So now I'm just running around plopping down random fencing everywhere, and I think what I'm going to do next is actually put down the items I got. Yeah, I always have this kind of order to decorating, like I always start with one thing, like for example the pathing, then I'm going to put down trees and shrubs, so the bigger parts of nature. Then I'm going to put down items I want to use, then I'm going to put down smaller items to give it those little touches, and then I'm mostly putting down yeah, smaller parts of nature, you could say, like flowers and moss or things like that. Oh yeah, and I was kind of struggling a bit with the barrel and the log stool. I'm not actually sure. I think I'm going to move them around a small bit at the end. I'm not going to leave them as symmetrical as they are right now. At least I'm pretty sure I did something about that. And I actually lied, I put down the smaller parts of nature first before putting down the miscellaneous items, I think they're called. Oh yes, and this log stool was another struggle. It didn't want to go where I wanted it to be, so I decided to simply move the moss around and, yeah, give the log stool the placing that it wanted. And then there's more flopping down of moss. I actually decided not to have any flowers up there because in my mind I wanted to keep this natural part very clean so that the transition into the urban parts will be much easier. I don't know, so I just decided to not have any flowers. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Now I'm just adding in some vines for the cliff edges because I made a small mistake in this build. You will see at the end. I wanted to complete the forest down there as well as a part of this build, but I actually forgot and had to do that later. But yeah, just pretend that didn't happen. And then I decided to only use candles and gyroids as decorations for this land bridge and all around because I thought, well, I think they're pretty cute and very, very fitting. So that was basically it for this build. So this is my little montage, so enjoy and please don't mind the empty parts to the left. Just imagine the forest being there. Ah, yes. I mean, it's not that bad, just walking in first person over this bridge. And yeah, there you see the forest suddenly appears to the left. I decided to just put down this little tidbit where I actually had already finished the forest for you at the end so that you can see what the finished product looks like, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time. Bye bye!